It is an honor to present this statement on behalf of the Kenya Human Rights Commission. We appreciate this opportunity to address critical human rights concerns affecting the people of Kenya. Despite Kenya's commitment to human rights through regional and international obligations, the Ruto regime has systematically undermined human rights protections, weakened democratic institutions, and fostered a culture of impunity. These violations go against the principles enshrined in the African Charter of Human and People's Rights and the Kenyan Constitution. Since taking office in 2022, the Ruto regime has been implicated in numerous human rights violations, including unlawful killings and enforced disappearances, whereby we have experienced 63 civilian deaths, 65 enforced disappearances, over 1,400 unlawful detentions during the protests against the 2024 finance bill. No state actors have been held accountable. Suppression of civic space and media, whereby the government has been restricting civic engagement and media freedoms. Civil societies organizations facing harassment, with at least 16 organizations being investigated since July 2024 for their alleged involvement in Gen Z uprising. Media outlets have been censored, particularly during protests, stifling freedom of expression. Economic and social rights violations, where the regime policies have disproportionately affected marginalized communities, with the 2024 floods displaced thousands and killed at least 228 people. The government has failed to respond adequately, combined with punitive taxation, which is undermining citizens' economic and social rights. The forceful introduction of the Social Health Insurance Fund has left many Kenyans unable to afford essential medical services. Furthermore, the skyrocketing public debt has placed an unbearable financial burden on future generations, threatening long-term economic stability. On community rights and post-mining land use, despite being a law since 2016 on community royalties, the National Treasury of Kenya is currently holding more than Kenyan shillings 7 billion, which approximately is $47 million meant to benefit these communities. This is due to a lack of a disbursement framework. Furthermore, communities are excluded from post-mining land use decisions, which has heightened fears of land grabbing and significantly undermined the livelihoods. The regime must allow Kenyans to enjoy their full constitutional rights. This includes respecting freedom, judicial independence, the integrity of parliament, and the position of Kenya. Kenya's leadership must cease undermining these democratic institutions and prioritize transparency, accountability, and good governance. Let Kenyans exercise their democratic rights without fear or interference. We urge the African Commission on Women's and People's Rights to initiate an investigation, hold the Kenyan government accountable, engage the African Union to review Kenya's international engagements, including its position on the United Nations Human Rights Council, advocate for community rights by ensuring transparent royalty distribution and community involvement in post-mining land use, and support civil society and media freedoms by enforcing adherence to African Union standards for civic engagement and media protections. In conclusion, the Kenya Human Rights Commission is deeply concerned about the worsening human rights situations in Kenya. The Ruto's regime blatant disregard for the rule of law and constitutional protections cannot go unchecked. As we address this esteemed body, we are reminded of Thomas Sankara's powerful words that a soldier without any political or ideological training is a potential criminal. In the same way, a government without accountability and respect for citizens' rights becomes a threat to the very foundation of society. We call on the African Commission to hold the Kenyan government accountable, protect the rights of its people, and reaffirm the principles of human rights, transparency, and good governance. Only through justice and accountability can Kenya truly progress on a democratic nation. In closing, let us remember that silence in the face of injustice is complicity. Speaking out is the first step towards building a future where justice prevails for all. As Kenya celebrated the Mashujaa Day on Sunday, which is Heroes Day, today, as we read this statement, we want to honor the struggles of our forefathers and foremothers against colonial rule. We wish to encourage everyone who is present here to be the hero our continent so desperately needs. Thank you, and may God bless us all as we work toward a continent that values dignity and prioritizes truth and justice over political interests. Thank you. God bless you.